Now we're unmuted.
Ooh.
Yay!
Oh, so I have more time.
Yeah, I unmuted
plenty of time.
Man.
I would pay money for the Critical Role cold open things right before they go live.
See what
I'd
they're
love to
talking
hear
about.
everything they say.
That's fair.
That'd be interesting.
I bet you they're pretty good.
All right, well, let me finish off my chocolate milk here,
The best chocolate milk in Kentucky.
and then we'll get started.
Yeah, do you want to show
who's our
the milk?
sponsor?
Hey, careful.
You gotta say not the sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but this is Kyle's recommendation for Utah County milk.
Once they pay me, then I'll.
Okay.
There you go.
The plug.
It's so good, I'm getting every drop I can.
All right. Yes, we're waiting for a certain Joseph place to sponsor us, and then we'll give them a shout out, a plug up for their chocolate milk. Oh, hey, welcome everybody. We're live here in the basement of Dragon's Keep in Orem, Utah, and we're playing some D&D tonight. If you're interested in playing with us, we are always taking guests. You can see that we've got a spot open at the table that we can squeeze you in. Email me at dragonskeeptv@gmail.com. It's just the station you're watching right now at gmail.com.
Unless you're on YouTube.
And if you're on YouTube, it's the name of the YouTube channel at
that's true.
gmail.com. So, dragonskeeptv@gmail.com.
Wait, what is it?
dragonskeeptv@gmail.com. dragonskeeptv@gmail.com.
That sounds amazing.
We need to make a song.
That's enough jingles for tonight. My name is Ryan. I'm your host and GM. And what do I always say about myself? I've been playing D&D for a long time. That's all. I've been DMing D&D for a long time.
You're still playing it.
The ratio of playing to DMing is a bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm here with my friends, and we're playing in the basement live together. We're not online. We're not miles apart, and we get to laugh and have a lot of fun together. So if you're interested, come and join us. Send me an email or stop by the store and ask them at the desk, and they'll point you at a little sign that has the email on it that says dragonskeeptv@gmail.com. No, that's not true. They'll also give you my number if you're really nice, and you can text me too. Yeah, but I'm not going to say that on mine. So
I don't blame you.
bad enough I put my password to my Wi-Fi on there.
It's one of the funniest things ever.
That was great.
But we learn from our mistakes. That's how this works. All right, we're going to go around the table, introduce everybody, tell us who you are, something interesting about yourself, and who you're playing today. And we'll start up at the top with Sully.
Oh,
With Cameron.
hi. I'm Cameron. I am playing a forest gnome named Sully. He likes little animals and can talk to them sometimes when his mouth isn't full of honey. And I think he's also scared of turtles because they just don't make sense to him. They're like, why? How can they swim? They're just like big rocks with heads.
Turtles don't swim. Oh, it's tortoises that don't swim.
There you
Sorry.
go.
And, yeah, well, I think tortoises make more sense to him because of that. But I think he's just perplexed and fears turtles in a very respecting manner.
That's. I bet the last year has been interesting for him as more turtle people have come over the mountains.
What do you think of turtles? That must be a...
I don't know. Turtles don't have an inherent swimming speed, right?
They can hold their breath for an hour.
There you go.
They're mutants.
They're mutants.
And they're all teenagers.
They prefer the rogue class.
What do you think of like moose? Because moose
I think ninjas
can
technically
go
rogue.
under to the really deep parts of the ocean.
Yeah,
They can,
moose are like
hold-
the scuba divers.
Yeah, they can hold their breath for I think 30 minutes to an hour. Or
But I mean,
something
look
like
at
that.
them. It looks like they can do anything they want. I mean, I wouldn't. They can do it, but like rocks that have like just heads that come out every once in a while, that's sketchy to me.
All right. There's
Hold on.
Sully.
Hold on. Is that a
We don't
Sully
have-
fear or is that a Cameron fear?
Cameron's just afraid of water. Cameron just doesn't like the water. No, Sully doesn't mind the water.
Wait a
All
second.
right.
The Leviathan, Shadow of the Leviathan doesn't like the water either. Bum, bum,
That's
bum.
Don't think about it too hard. Hey, let's just move on to the Keep cool.
This is funny actually because last time we played, the time before, you said you were Sully playing Cameron. And I've actually got your name on backwards for everybody else.
So it was a Cameron thing. Cameron is afraid of turtles.
Everybody else is. That's okay. Last month, Bryce was bruised for a whole 2 hours.
Yes, that's right.
Fun things that
That
happen.
never happens, right?
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Ryan, you've never been called Brian.
I'm
right?
always Brian. Oh my God. My sister-in-law thought I was Brian for a good year.
Oh wow, that's awesome. I get Mike because
You get
people
Mike?
hear because they hear an M word common name. It's got to be Mike, right? Yeah.
Mike Mark. So your name is just now Mike Mark.
Yep, exactly. Right.
I just get Samwise all the time. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
dude.
You are
Samwise?
not... You're not original. You're not original, bud. I'm sorry. Everyone calls me that.
Has anyone ever called you something that like was original that you were really
Samson.
impressed with? That's a good one.
That was one of my best friends. He called me Samson. I'm like, you dude,
That's better.
I love it. Like, you call me that. And he
nice,
calls me
yeah.
that all the time.
That is a good one.
All right, Mark, who you playing?
Oh, Eddie, the trickster cleric. The last time I was here, he was taken over by the Shadow Leviathan, being grappled by the Goliath by the name of, that I can't remember. What's the guy's name? Tommel. Yes, Tommel and I were embracing, and I caught it was an aggressive embrace. And I caught a mind
No more details.
disease.
No more details.
But yeah, so and then I missed 2 weeks for reasons, and I'm back. So I'm looking forward to find out what happened to Eddie.
They broke the embrace. That's important.
That took 2 weeks.
I thought Tommel's been traveling with us.
Oh. Yeah,
How
that was.
happened?
Yeah, he's been holding on to you.
Okay, we're still holding
Yeah.
each other.
Oh yeah, that was a very intense moment. We had to pump that roll up quite a bit, and then we had to pump up another roll just recently as well to break
Oh, yeah. That was intense.
Lady Savannah. I think
Oh.
that broke you out too.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of what role you were talking about.
Yeah.
That was the one, the break lady
It was a
Savannah.
very
That was intense.
essential role.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Even like a critical role.
Very critical.
Essential.
Unless
Essential
they-
role.
Unless they want to sponsor us.
Yep.
Which they don't.
No. Spoiler alert. They did. I did sign up for the playtest for Daggerheart, though, so we'll see if they send us anything.
Oh,
for that.
cool.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, well,
All right,
we could play that one
Bryce.
if they
I'm
sponsor.
Bryce Miller. Been playing a long time. Playing with this group this year. It's been a lot of fun so far. I'm playing a character called Huggles Stormkin, who is a half-elf bard who recently... this is his first adventure, even though he's high level. He did a lot of leveling up at home, reading books.
He's homeschooled.
and
That explains so many things.
His forward romance textbooks.
yep.
They're not books. They're textbooks.
No, I thought we established that they were like novels.
Yeah,
They are
they-
novels, but
Presented
like
as
textbooks. They're
Yeah.
textbooks now. They're not novels anymore.
They were converted to textbooks. But he lost his parents, and that has awoken
That's me.
it awoken a desire for revenge. He wants to kill the Shadow Leviathan. He blames him for all the problems.
No, you were the one to leave them to starve.
We're not going over that part because the hero doesn't leave his parents to starve. You know.
I think you actually forgot about that because didn't you like modify his memory or something?
Oh yeah, that's right.
think
Modified
you
your
did.
memory to keep the trauma coming back later to
Yeah.
haunt you. Just not now. Like sometime you're gonna get
Whenever
reminded.
we're not near and around you.
That's awesome.
So take this. This is a good lesson that anybody can have a story arc in your games. Any character. It doesn't matter what crazy dumb name they've got.
To be fair, he thought he was gonna be a guest player for one episode.
We're gonna have some fun with this. We're gonna be a bard, the most useless of the classes. And then he's gonna be Huggles.
That's right.
Careful, some people
Just to
really
get
like bards.
constructs.
All right, Sam, tell us about yourself and Jack.
Yeah, I'm Sam. I play Jack, Captain Jack now. He is an Eladrin elf. He is a swashbuckler hexblade. His patron is Lady Sylvana. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, him and Tully and Huggles get along pretty well.
You've been reading small words lately?
Shh, no one knows that.
Oh, okay. The players. No,
The players know that.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
the
guys,
listeners.
viewers.
Listeners.
Oh, yeah, listeners. You guys are listeners, sorry. But yeah, that's it. No more. You can come up with more. I can make up a backstory right now if you want.
You're good. All right, Jason, tell us about Zafrina. Zafrina's gone through some changes as well.
Yep. I'm Jason. I'm playing Safrina. She started out as a tiefling divine soul sorcerer. She's still kind of a mix of all those, just to varying degrees now. Last session, she underwent a ritual and transformation, and in hopes that it would help give the team an edge over the upcoming fight with Manzikorian, and we'll see.
We'll see if it does.
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited to hear about this transformation.
Yeah. So let's fill in Eddie.
This is the thing.
We did discover that some new things about Eddie as well in this last little bit.
Oh, okay.
Eddie is agoraphobic.
Okay.
Has a big fear of heights.
Sure.
Which is why you spent most of the last episode, 2 episodes ago, huddled in the bottom of the big basket that Lady Sylvana
Flies around. Okay.
During that episode, we also found an alternative to Featherfall, where Sam.
That was the most epic moment, and you missed it.
I actually had to compliment him for the creative use of spells.
What spell?
Earthbind.
All right. It seems like would you bind yourself to the moon or something?
No, you bind yourself to the ground. Because once you're in the air, I mean, I can read it, but it basically says that you fall slowly to the ground, 60 feet per round, until you reach the ground, where the spell ends.
There you go.
You don't need a flying speed to have it cast on you either. No. So you can
Just a falling speed works just as well.
Yeah. In the air.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Good
you do need to fall from a significantly high enough height that you have the whole round to cast that. But
Yeah.
you got
That is a long ways. You're right.
as long as you got that, then Earthbind will work.
You have to cast it on someone else, though.
Oh,
You can't
Just hold on.
target yourself.
That's true. It's a
It's a thing you have to see on somebody, a creature you can see.
There's a little bit of trust falling
Yeah.
last session.
There was.
I had to ask Sully if he trusted me. I think he was very confused about that.
You whispered it into his ear or something, right?
I don't remember this.
You guys are falling.
You don't
He's
remember
all,
that?
Dude, trust me.
I literally, I have blood and, purple mucus coming out of my
Yeah, that's
nose
right,
because
yeah.
of the worm. And I'm like, do you trust me?
Yeah, we had our Aladdin moment.
Yeah.
And it turned into the Titanic moment of Jack, I'm flying.
Oh,
yeah, it was really good.
And don't worry.
I love how his name's Jack, too.
Yeah, yeah, great. Yeah.
Someone online suggested he drink the nasty water that we found.
Okay.
So he did, and that
Turned
resulted
out it
in-
was an illicit birthing pool.
Yeah. So he had that in his head, so he had to dig it out and blood.
deal.
And then
Jack is very easily manipulated.
You know, Jack's been through it the past couple days.
yeah.
Yeah, we decided, Huggles and I, that if you basically bet Jack he won't do something, he'll do it.
You'll do it.
All right.
So that was the
That
first.
is.
That was 2 weeks ago. Last week we had kind of a what do we got? Council of the Tree Father.
Okay.
Tree Daddy.
It's not. It's
Oh yeah, we finally figured out why he's called the Tree Daddy.
Okay.
You never told us.
And the 2 things that came out of that, one that you guys were interested in traveling over to see.
What's her face? The wizard.
Lene.
And then there was a
Thank
lich
you.
as well.
You guys are interested in traveling over to see Lene.
Oh, the Lich came back? What's his name?
No,
we
we
talked,
talked
about
about
aligning ourselves with the
Oh,
Lich.
okay.
Because we weren't sure if he could be charmed or possessed by Manzikorian.
Yeah.
Fair enough, yeah.
I think we decided the witch because she's furthest away, right?
Lene.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Has the least likelihood that she's been take it over?
No, probably the most likelihood because she's right where it started.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay,
she's
okay.
back at the mines and the
I think we
caverns, back at the
wanted to
caverns,
see how that was going.
which are on Mount the Everlasting Peak. So that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be interesting, getting you guys there, and that'll be what we're doing. Before you guys left, though, Zafrina wanted to see if anything bad would happen if she drank one of the dragon blood
And I
potions.
and I did go through as many precautions as I could, including having Eddie essentially sanctify
Oh,
Zafrina and bless the potion so that all of the bad luck of Bakaba, is that its name?
Bashaba.
Bashaba. All of Bashaba's influence would be removed.
okay.
Basically, she got baptized. And you basically baptized her in the Church of Tamor.
Felicidades.
So
I love Nacho Libre. Notes his head, Felicidades. You're baptized. No.
And then I'll let you describe because we let you describe what happens because you will
that's where we
describe just like the last.
yeah, and we ended with what happened. So Zafrina doubles over in pain as you see her hands start to grow into claws. You see out of her back these black feathered wings start sprouting out and pushing out from her shoulders until they unfurl completely. Her eyes turn a deep. Pick a good color. You can pick
Violet.
violet. Just
Because
completely
that's what her
violet.
fingertips
Yeah.
and stuff still are from
Yeah.
the influence.
And she stands up. She looks a little bit taller, maybe, but still medium size. And finally stands up, and you can see there's a change, not just in her form, but also a slight gleam in her eye now as she looks on you as maybe lesser beings. I don't know. What is she?
No, she always did that before. At least to Jack. Anyway. Her look doesn't look any different to Jack.
Am I still
Yep.
am I still
That's
Sabrina for sure.
Yep, that's she's
Not taking over. Not taking over.
Celestial fiend.
Malice
Technically,
with
we're going to have you be
a
celestial.
little undercurrent
I'll make that
condescension.
right now.
That's definitely her, don't you think?
Or am I just considered flex?
she hasn't
I'm
changed.
sensing like a
That's where I
5%
couldn't get
difference in the
to.
condescension.
I asked
She
for the
get a
purposes
magnified?
like
Did she get a new?
To you with
Okay.
respect.
Okay. So
Because
I'm,
you're a captain.
so I'm a,
Oh, that's
No,
So-
a
that's
tiefling
how she
celestial.
should look
Okay.
at me, but that doesn't mean she does.
Oh, so the different look she has for you as opposed to everyone else is disdain.
not everyone respects naval.
Offices?
He's
Yeah,
like,
naval.
captain is over everything.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
that
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but doesn't because captain is over. So some people just don't think that, or some people don't know it.
I mean, some people think like king isn't is higher than captain, but we all know that's false.
Right. Yeah, because you said captain's highest.
I mean, some people say admiral. I don't even know what that is, but they think admiral's higher than
I
captain.
mean, it sounds like an admirable station.
Yeah, but it's lower than
on
captain.
on dry ground. True statement.
It's lower than captain, though. It's admirable, right?
admirable.
So you've actually seen this form before. Zafrina summoned one back on the battle on the ship.
Oh,
It's a death pact angel.
So she looks more like the angel than
Yeah,
herself.
so she's transformed more into.
is my skin
angelic
still
creature.
reddish or is it more?
No, I think it's changed your skin too.
Do I still have my
So-
horns?
Yeah, you can still have your horns.
Okay.
You can still have your horns.
and that's permanent. Where's
Yes, according to
We don't know. The last person that drank this, we killed. So
according to your warnings from Tamara, Tamara,
Timora and Lady Sylvana.
that this would be a permanent transformation.
And is this something to the I mean, obviously, this is what the kind are after. Is this potion or essence or whatever?
Right.
it's called?
So the kind are after that in order to, if you watch season 1 and some of season 2, we focus on that a little bit, but the kind are trying to elevate themselves to be more draconic and to transform themselves in more of an image of their goddess. And So they collected these potions from the body of the dragon Bashaba after you guys defeated her. And they were trying to take
juiced the
these
corpse.
back. Yeah, they were trying to take these back
Aggressive.
to the desert.
Oh, why didn't you guys think of that?
I mean, I'm wishing I did.
So we're saying if Serafina
Hindsight's
dies.
2020. I mean,
So wait,
Think
well,
what you
we're
can do on
saying
the
if she
bones,
dies,
the scales.
if she dies, then we can just juice her. Is that what you're saying?
But as part of this evolution, too, it has brought you more into, it's changed you mentally as well, bringing you closer, in your case, to Asmodeus. And
Sure.
so I think it would be appropriate to play your character as lawful evil
Okay.
if you wanted to go that route, too.
This sounds fantastic.
There's
Are
some
we all
danger
taking this potion now?
to this now.
I like this
So you can
awful evil
see-
stuff.
Yeah,
That's
we,
really
we
nice.
might just side with the Leviathan.
No, not in this case. Maybe if I was chaotic evil.
That's fair.
Do you use your duplicate potion to get a second one, or
No, we actually are,
Lawful
we
evil
already
is
have
you
extra
can work
ones. I
with.
don't have to
Chaotic
use
evil
my-
you can't.
not my
Yes.
duplicate.
I mean,
Well, if
to
all
be
of us wanted to
completely
take
fair,
it, we would.
I've almost been playing her lawful
we only
evil
have-
anyway.
Yeah.
We
only
have four
three.
left.
We've taken
Yeah, we had
advantage
five.
of a few people,
in your
but
bag.
I thought you had
took one.
4.
No, we had 4 because we gave one. No, because they drank one, right? Because there was only
They drunk-
7. So
I gave
drove
one to
3 of
Lady
them.
Sylvana.
that's where
They
it went.
used 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
There were 7 originally. Oh, yeah, that's right. No, that's what
Yeah,
it was.
so, yeah.
There were 8 originally.
We
but
only
you
have
gave
3
one to
left.
Lady Sylvana.
So that she could research it.
Yeah.
And then I drank one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, does Lady Sylvana still have that one?
It's back at Dragons.
It's her.
Although I don't know if Sully wants to drink one though, because he's already a god.
That's a good
Right.
point. That's a good point.
Oh, wait, no, okay. I don't need to drink one. I'll be clear, I don't need to drink one, but I'm not a god.
It might taste like chocolate milk.
He's just a daddy. It's weird.
So
Just a
I have,
daddy.
I have true sight now.
Yes.
I want to look at Sully for the first time.
Oh, okay.
I hide.
Your eyes go right to Sully.
I think
In
with
a delicious-
with True Sight, you would see a couple of interesting things.
Oh.
You, for sure, see an essence of life and a closeness to nature all around Sully that doesn't exist around anybody else here. And so that might manifest as a green aura and maybe some leaves that constantly float around him, or like iron stones just blowing around him. And you also see a very strong aura of good around Eddie as well, though.
Okay.
That's-
Of equal, or is his greater?
And the mustache that you've always assumed is real, you realize is fake.
It's an illusionary
It's-
mustache.
Yes, it's a new thing. I'm trying to pull over a grittier, tougher,
Do you
and
have
I
a
figured like a
mustache?
cop stash was the right way to go. for Eddie.
So like Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck. Okay.
So
What color of
we
hair
have
does Sully
taken a
or
long
does Eddie
rest
have?
this
Brown.
Yeah.
Brown.
Brown.
So it's like a really nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Nice
so Sully also knows that it's
beaver
fake
pelt
because
brown,
the first
you
night
know.
they were together, he would have tried to shave it off.
So this is a secret you know.
Yes, I know.
No, you probably tried to pull it off just to see if it was one of the fake ones.
It's oftentimes illusory from his, disguised self. But anyway,
Okay.
Am I aware of all of my new abilities? Am I self-aware?
I think you can feel it
Okay.
in there, so you can role play how they manifest for the first time. That would be good.
That'd be cool.
That's something I like to do when you level up and stuff like that too. So the same kind of thing. And this is a
Yeah,
tip.
we're level 13 now.
No.
to level 13.
Yeah, Cameron always says.
But there are some things that even
You did not even
Gods
skip a
can't
beat.
do it.
Like, absolutely. 100%.
I love how I was like, we're level 10 right now. 13. 3 levels. And two times.
That can happen.
Milestone leveling at its worst. Or best, you decide.
Only time that
Imagine,
happens
like-
is time skips.
I know, right?
they actually recently released a module for D&D where you go up to like level 7 and then there's a time skip in the game, and you come back as like level 17 or 16 or something like that.
Because
It's crazy.
level 8 through 16 are unplayable. That's why.
Wait, say as we're level 10.
Disagree. That is peak D&D. Level 12.
Level
That's
12.
it.
It all depends on how you play it.
That's right.
It's true. But it is at level 12. You're still mortal. You could still most
true.
likely die.
Well,
even
as
though
soon
you
as
might
I-
be able to come back.
As soon as I am able to talk, I say in Celestial, and then switch when I realize that I'm speaking in Celestial. I'm not sure what the effects are in total, but I would recommend that we hold off consuming any more of the potion until we know what the effects may or may not be. Also, I expect they would be different for each of you.
Huggles, I need you to make a. Where'd it go?
I like this already.
Yeah. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Alright, wisdom.
What's your-
Where's my wisdom? Okay.
What's your save DC?
As far as I know, it's 17.
Yeah,
You
against
don't-
17 or higher.
Not like perception or anything, just a save?
Just a wisdom save, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I don't know why I'm rolling 2, but they both sucked.
Advantages
Both
just not
equally?
matter. Yeah, pretty much. One was a 4 and one was a 5.
So plus
Nice.
2 to whichever one you want.
All right, good.
Is not 17.
So, Huggles, you feel
I'm not gonna let you roll.
a strange obedience come over you that you want to listen to everything that Safrina says.
Okay. I think Safrina's right. Let's listen to her. She says good things.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Yeah.
Insight. That's a 19.
That's a 19. You get that stench of magic that you don't like off of all of this. You feel like Huggles has been charmed.
Apparently, I don't have full control over my character yet.
I like this.
Can I go and slap Huggles?
Sure.
Snap out of it!
You want to roll again?
Okay.
Okay.
You
yeah,
do get
wisdom
advantage
save.
actually because
Oh,
you.
now I do roll 2.
Do I realize what's happened?
Because
I
I'm a
think
half
so,
elf, I
yeah.
get advantage?
Against being trapped.
I just kind of cock an eyebrow at Huggles.
Oh my god.
20.
Finally.
Okay. All right, you snap out of it. You realize that you've been charmed, and that it happened almost instinctively. So to you, it feels like, oh, you almost instinctively just.
It's kind of like a natural.
And
Just
then
by
I,
talking,
and I
yeah.
just say, curious.
Just kill him.
That's new.
But yeah, when the spell ends, you
Yes.
know that the creature that you are charmed. So
And I look at you pointedly, and I'm like, are you the Shadow Leviathan?
And I say, Huggles, if I was the Shadow of Leviathan, you would have been dead a long time ago.
Good point.
Wait, has she gotten you now? I start slapping.
Valid. No.
Anytime someone agrees with her, slap.
Sully is writing down on his little leaf. The slap of a captain is enough to quell the most powerful of charms.
Good to know.
So,
Good to
so
know.
much.
And I realize I've got my work cut out for me because now I have to constantly make sure everyone's not being charmed. So I start playing my music.
You counter charm.
Charm music.
Wait, what instrument?
Good question.
Bagpipes.
It's usually the bagpipes, but I
it's
might
not that
go with,
accordion thing, huh?
yeah, I also have the concertina.
That's right.
Let's see, inventory.
And I just say, I'm still learning some of these new powers that have awakened, so you'll have to forgive me while I better understand how some of these things work.
So you a god now?
Not as far as
Yeah, I'm
aware.
gonna play the concertina.
Not to the same level
So
as.
it's like a mini accordion.
Not to the same
Like
level
it's like
as
this big.
That
Sully.
reminds me what I
It's
should
always a
do.
god.
So I grab a couple sticks. I'm gonna start to hollow them up for pan flute.
Oh,
So I have to.
Here, we'll show the
God's
crowd
make
what.
one.
What
By the
you
way, I
look
still look
now.
like you.
I do
Do you
certainly
still
feel
look like me?
more
Yeah.
divine.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Do you feel more good?
Do I
More
know?
evil?
Gonna make an intelligence check.
I feel
Okay.
capable of both.
Interesting.
Well played.
It was the hat. It's my hat.
You have a hat that does that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I have a hat. Yes.
Since when?
Ever since the start of the game, the start of me joining, I come from a fancy family.
That's true. What kind of hat?
It is a hat of disguise, I think. Or is it?
Oh, that's right. That's what you used last time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
hat of
So,
disguise.
Safrina. Is it still Safrina? Or is there another name now that
Safrina.
you've elevated or changed or transmuted or.
I would just say I'm
It looks
I'm
like
myself, just
now.
more. So Safrina just it works
But,
fine.
Okay,
but I'm
so
looking like
you're more now? So you're
so
like
no, it's not you.
right under
plus.
a captain? Yeah, Safrina
Plus.
1.3, 1.2? Or is this a 2.0 version?
So 1.75.
I'm not quite sure I quite understand the monikers, but 2.0 at least.
All right, and that is like 3 steps below captain, Jack? Okay.
At least 3.
Okay.
I would say
Got it.
we're set apart.
Okay.
At least
It's like a rank in the Army and a rank in the Navy. They're both valid. They
No.
don't outrank
No.
each other.
Captain's above everything. We all know this.
Sorry, I did have an
And I'm
actual
repeating what
question. I
everyone
just
is
forgot what it was.
saying in my song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Maybe you don't know, and that's okay too. I'm really. It's weird to talk to you now. You're kind of taller, and I mean, you're almost as tall as me. But
Aren't you a gnome?
I'm like, yeah. But is the reason you don't want us or them to have the potions is that you were holding on to them for yourself? Are you trying to hold the power for
No, she
yourself?
doesn't have them. I do.
The potions, I'm not
Okay.
sure would do me any good. I'm just saying I'm not.
We could try it again and see if she goes higher.
I'm just.
Ooh, 3.0.
I'm just saying that,
It's always better.
as with all of us,
3.0 is only in beta, though, so there could be some bugs.
the effects are unknown. At this part, we know that I'm at least peaceful.
You haven't attacked us.
I
so-
haven't
Well, you
attacked.
did Charmin, right?
Yeah, seemed kind of sketch. A little sus.
I will
What are
admit.
these words?
I will admit that's an
fancy people
unexpected and new development.
Okay. So it wasn't like you're trying to
It was
take
not.
control of us.
It was not intentional.
Okay.
However, the information is
Well-
very much appreciated.
I think we also need to look at it. Like, she tried Huggles first. If she wanted to take control of us, she probably
Would
should
have
have
been
done like.
Jack. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm the
I,
captain.
the, way, the way I would look at it,
Listen to you.
the way I would look at it is, Huggles fell prey to it first.
That's fair. That makes sense.
What?
Was I praying?
I don't even have anything. Let's go back to the treehouse.
I'm in the treehouse.
No, we went away from the treehouse
we
in
did.
case she
Oh,
turned
in case she
evil.
went crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Or
so-
did we just want to head? Or were we heading straight to?
I think
I don't remember.
I think spending an
what-
evening here might be advantageous.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I don't remember if we did this as whenever we woke up or before we took the long rest. I
This
thought-
was after you woke up from the.
okay. So are we just heading straight there then?
I will defer
There
to the
being
group
to
on your
Lene.
parts.
Right.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
Paul. We're not
remember
doing Paul
people.
first.
I don't remember people. I've
Yeah,
never
we want
met,
to go to
so-
Lene.
Okay. Oh man.
Just like Manine.
How did that never come up?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Whoa.
This is what you get for playing with Huggles.
I'm happy he's here.
I think we should just head there. Do your people have any like horses or carriages that we can take, or is Lady Servana going to fly us there?
Do we want Lady Spotlight to fly us? I mean, that's obviously the fact.
Because it's the Everlasting Peak is where we're going, right? Where are we going?
That's
yeah,
right.
but I think horses
If
sound
not,
good.
if
For
not,
my
what,
flying speed,
we
I just use the
do
flying speed.
breed griffins here, so we can all have like a griffin.
I
Yeah.
want a griffin.
How? Where's
Tim's like, no.
I want.
Wait, hold on. You don't breed dragons?
Since we were level
I'm
13,
putting-
a griffin was like pretty low CR.
I'm putting my stamp.
Yeah.
It's, I own this griffin.
Why can't it just be dragons?
Griffins there. No.
What about it?
What would you like to?
Hippogriffs.
How would you like to? So, I brought up the map again and my excellent illustrations on it to remind you what's going on in
There's a big sad
in the
face.
world right now. Yeah, there's a big sad face. Yes.
We should probably go try to fix that.
So Paul Watch, the leaders of Paul Watch are currently under the influence of Manzicorian, from what you know. And this great cloud that apparently looks like a mind flare is over the everlasting peak, and from all you know, that whole area is overtaken with Manzicorian and the followers of the Shadow Leviathan now. The caves that you're trying to get to are here at the base of the peak.
I also just had an idea. What if we...
Where
You
is
had that speak with the dead spell, right?
Yeah.
What if we find the champions who beat Manzicorian last time and go talk to them?
I like your reminder down here. Is that something we wanted to do now?
Oh,
What was
that
my?
is-
No, that's no.
I don't see.
Ryan's
No, I mean that's obviously Sully's character.
What?
What
No.
are you talking about?
I'm playing as Dragon's Keep.
Yeah. Well, at least the Ryan, please don't kill me. His reminder is gone now.
So that means you can.
Yeah. That's what was there
Or at least
before.
Marty. I mean,
Yeah.
if you
Oh,
wanted to
that's
be a
true.
really cruel DM, that's the direction
Well,
you go.
Marty did die. He fell from the basket.
Oh.
But can I bring him
I was
back real
asleep
fast?
there.
Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I set the saddle down on just on the ground, and I kneel down for a second, close my eyes, and I just reach out to a spirit, and I ask the tree mother to help. And
I'm doing that too.
over the course of 10 minutes, all of a sudden, a mountain lion is there, and it pounces on my back, and we hug and hold each other tightly because we missed each other. It's a long
Touching.
story. We're close. We're close knit.
So that's how it is in their family.
Anyway, back to my speak with the dead question. Do you
Yeah,
think that's a good idea?
Well, I mean, yeah. Where were these guys though? that
Oh, I don't
last
know. We
fought?
would have to
Yeah.
find them,
Well, that's so. Would we have an idea of where that location would be?
Lady Savannah would need to find that out. She was the one that knew about these stories from before.
I was just saying
And
we could ask
and
them
we
a few
just
questions.
spent the entire episode last time deciding where to go.
Oh, and we didn't. So, but it doesn't sound like it was decided upon because it still sounds like
No,
there's a-
we're going to
going there,
we're going to the
yeah.
Everlasting Peaks. I just thought that this might be a good
It was
idea.
on the way.
Yeah, but if she doesn't know where it's at, that's fine.
And
We
totally
can-
mess up all the DM's work.
Well,
I think
It's not D&D if
flexible.
you don't.
Yeah, it's not D&D. It's not D&D if I actually get to use my plan.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not how we play this game.
I think that going to see this wizard, this Linnae, could be very helpful.
We're off to see the wizard.
There would probably be some like so. This was like 1,000 years ago or whatever. So there'd be some like runs or something like that we need to explore to find these old heroes.
well,
Because
100 years ago,
isn't
then.
she one of the ones who originally understood how the banishment part?
Wasn't she
Worked.
there or something?
Linnae, no. So Linnae was there when. No, so Linnae has all of the notes from.
Oh, yeah.
From Tisnip, who was studying
I
the soul
could
stones and everything.
Do
that
a sending
where-
to Linnae just to make sure she's all.
this
good.
original.
That's a
Are we,
genius idea,
are we
actually.
concerned about her?
She might be
status?
taken over.
I'm not, but
As a group, are we concerned about her status?
I think sending her a message would be a good idea, so we don't waste 2 weeks traveling.
Yeah.
Unless
sure.
she's taken over already.
What were you saying
and-
about her though? I kind of interrupted,
And then we
in there.
tip her off to where we're
She's
going.
got
She's got all the
Tiznip's
Tiznip's notes about the soul stones and about the
She may
energy.
have had a few things figured out by now.
And you guys still have that. Man, I'm Thanksgiving just took all of everything out of me. My brain is gone still. So much MSG. Okay, you guys still have the Soul Forge
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's make some stuff with that.
with that's caused this whole big power thing
Shift.
in the first place.
Can we make weapons with it?
No,
a
you
soul
make soul.
forge?
You make soul stones with it.
We can build an army.
I mean,
So I should send to Lene. What
Well,
should I send
you
her?
supposedly you make
Hey,
soul
how's it going?
stones, but in
Travel
reality, what it
situation.
does is open up rifts to
We
other
can bring
planes of
another god.
Manticorian.
Yeah,
Have
have
the
the
gods
gods fight each other.
Anyway, do you want to
Keep
send
going.
a message to Lene?
Yeah. So what is it that we were hoping to find out from her anyway? Maybe we can just find out through sending.
I mean, we don't. If she has the problem, then we don't want her to know that we're coming.
Oh,
but
true.
if she's not possessed, then so that's how you think the
Okay,
first thing
so
we want to learn.
what's the first thing that I should ask to determine whether or not she
What's
is?
up?
Are you
Alright.
sentient?
What's up?
What I mean, like, hey, Lene, do you
So something
remember?
like this, like,
do you remember what Sully's favorite color is? Or
Hey, Lene,
I
this
think-
is
I think-
Eddie.
I
Do you
actually
remember
think-
how we met?
I actually
Yeah,
think that this
there we go.
conversation is actually best had with Lady Salonis.
Oh.
Out of all of us, she's the one that's been possessed, so she would know.
She would know.
But she went back to.
No, she's still here.
Oh, she's still here.
She
So
would.
Lady Savannah,
She would
what-
know.
Would it be? I mean, obviously, all of the knowledge that the person had is known then to Manticorian. So, is there a way that we could
She
determine?
would. I think she would be able to get that information.
Everything that I knew, he was able to pull and rip out of my mind. It was almost as if there was
perfect.
nothing that I could hide from him. So asking Lene for a private question would be meaningless at this point.
So
but
Okay.
perhaps you could.
I think maybe showing up then is just the thing to do.
It's true because we wouldn't want to tip her off. If
Do we
she's
have horses or
possessed.
something? I don't really want to walk all the way.
We have Pegasi.
That's good.
Damn, what is there to help us get there?
I mean, Pegasi, I don't feel like is really that far out of the question.
Or maybe,
Yeah, like
maybe
or
you have a
dragons,
druid here,
you know,
maybe you have
no
a druid
big
here
deal.
that knows
Do we have,
transparent
like,
plants from?
I mean, I'm
Some green
Balrogs,
dragons in the forest.
that can fly us there. That's the most Tiamat. It's Tiamat
The,
there to help us fly, get us there.
Lady Sylvana says that I'm afraid that flying over that countryside would probably be problematic if the Shadow Leviathan has people watching there. So what I was going to say that perhaps a sending spell at least would allow us to speak to her, and she could help us in whatever way possible without having to go there. It would just be a matter of whether or not we can trust her or not.
So what if we do this? What if we are like, hey, Lene, we decided that Lady Sylvana is actually the worst, and we're betraying her to team. No, that's not true. But we're teaming up with the Shadow Leviathan to take her out.
Wait, she doesn't.
Are
like
you in?
Lene doesn't like Lady Solana?
Well, she does. But if she's mind controlled, then she'll be like, oh yeah, I'm so hype about that idea.
Why would he do that? He knows that we're going against him.
I really just think showing up unannounced is probably the best. Strategic.
I like what.
And I'm fine with this, but how are we getting there? That is what I've been trying to ask this entire time.
How are we gonna get there? I mean,
Because apparently we have Pegasi and Hippogriffs,
Well,
no, sorry,
but
sorry.
they're not available
Steve
to
took
like,
the Pegasi out for the weekend, so we don't
exactly.
have
They're not
those.
there
We
anymore.
do have some hippogriffs left over though. If those are okay, we can just take them,
Horses, wagons.
right?
Horses are the best option unless you wanted to fly with Lady Sylvana again.
Can't believe
But
these
we
nature people
were
are
just
slave
determined that
horses.
might not be a great idea.
Unless we can
Well,
contact Lene
I thought she was
firsthand
planning
and
on
ask for
flying
help
back
get
to
in.
the Dragon's
She
Keep.
was going to go back to Dragon's Keep, yes.
Yeah.
Try
So
and
I mean, we could do
break-
that and then take the boat. on the
Unless,
way
of
back down.
course, you have the power. In the Feywild, I know that there are some who are connected to nature that have the ability to connect 2 points between trees.
Yes.
Transport via plants.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have that power.
I do, but because I'm a god, since this is becoming conflict with the gods, the higher beings above us are influencing my powers. So
I do, but I can't use it
right now. I can't use it. Normally I can though.
I just look at you like,
What can you do, Sully?
So many.
I've seen him do some cool stuff. It's too bad you guys.
also, Death Ward is still up because I
Death Ward is
didn't
still
die.
up.
If it weren't, I'd be suspecting you as a
Be shocked.
traitor. Yeah.
You are not Serafina.
Okay, so horses. That's what we've decided.
Yep, let's go.
Okay. Or are we going with Lady Servana up to Dragon's Keep and taking the boat all the way back now?
I mean, that
that's
just
a
seems like it'll
good
take longer. It would be nice to have you at full power, though.
I know. That's what I was thinking. Have my ship.
That means being on a boat. Is that
I mean, he's
Sounds captain.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Just taking horses.
I guess that's what I think, but I'm deferring to the wisdom.
Well,
you guys have been doing
we
this
are
longer.
already halfway there. So let's just take the horses and
I
go.
think horses are fine.
Great.
Although,
Well,
hold
you
on.
all ride horses. I'm going to take my.
I do have a question for the DM. This purple dot, that's where she's at, so we would have to go around the mountain? Or is she at the peak?
She is on the base of the mountain on the farish side.
Okay, so we're like, okay. Alright, so we'll have
Have
to
you guys?
go around.
Do you guys remember the the cartoon from like 20 years ago called Gargoyles?
Yeah.
You know how they used to like wrap their wings under themselves, like those cloaks almost.
Okay.
Zafrina's wings are massive,
So
that's like kind of what she has to do to like ride on a horse or go through the trees or stuff. Otherwise, they're going to get stuck up in the trees. So just
I like that.
Do you want to just like fly there?
I've considered it. I
Kinda
might
look
fly
like
a
her
bit.
well.
Just
you
take a
gotta
potion.
Get
I'm
on one
gonna,
of those
I'm gonna
potions.
take a I'm gonna take a turn and use my
Oh.
cap, and now I look like her.
I say I'm going to experiment a bit and see if I can learn to fly. But I'll take a horse as well. I'm not sure. I mean, if it's dangerous to fly, I'm still a little unexperienced in the air.
Sure.
So
Well, yeah, we have. The problem isn't a shortage of horses. We actually have like 50 at our disposal, all armed with armor, and they all can breathe fire too. So,
Well, then
We're
we're
good.
like 5 apiece and
Yeah,
never have to
and,
stop.
like, have our own-
so
yep.
they can rest.
Oh man, we could
Nice.
have like 5
What
horsepower
express
instead
out.
of 1 horsepower.
but
Yes,
if we want to
whoa.
take the remainder of the
Very
day to like replenish our supplies, rest a bit.
We'll have to stop anyway.
When there's something that I want to mention as a DM, I always have you make a intelligence check. So let's have Eddie make an intelligence
I didn't.
check. for
You
us.
want Eddie to make the intelligence check?
Yeah, I think so.
Just straight intelligence.
you got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, I got a +1.
This is a
You ready for
17
this?
to an 18 right here. Well, it was
That's
close.
a 9. I can use a luck point though.
All right.
Nice.
Yes. Oh well, now that turns it to a 14.
Okay. You guys were talking about another powerful magic user
Okay.
that you know that's in the area that you could visit and perhaps might have some.
The ledge.
Yeah, and so if you wanted to visit with Chagrak.
Well, I mean, we're already right next to it, so what's the harm of stopping
To see who?
near the lich?
Chagrak.
Oh, Chagrak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go see Chagrak. Sure.
Maybe his brother Nishak can.
A bit.
Anyway,
A bit.
so we're gonna stop by the lich
Yeah, something
first.
like that.
Although, wait, isn't he
Alibaba.
isn't he in Paul Watch though? Where
He is outside of Paul Watch. Or
okay, so we
nearby
would be
Paul
able
Watch.
to go there
Yeah.
without being.
But and
in
most
Paul
likely
Watch.
he's not under the influence because he's undead, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
we didn't know
mean, he's a
where
friendly
to
He's not
call
living
that.
under the influence.
No.
Wait, he's a
He's friendly.
friendly lich.
You can't be under the
Neighborhood.
influence if you're
Friendly.
undead.
That's true.
So
Okay. Well then, yeah. Why don't we just talk to him?
yeah, let's just go there real fast.
Are we gonna like
'Cause
try
I-
to get him on our team or something? Is that why we're going?
Well, he might be able to get you closer to.
Yeah, maybe he's got some teleportation.
Oh, nice.
What if
And
he
he
just turned
does-
us into the undead and then we never die?
No, he owes me a few favors, so we're totally good.
But
Somehow-
no,
somehow
I'm
I don't
saying, what
know,
if we have
but-
him turn us dead, and then we just won't die?
Because then we
and then we
be under
can't.
the
Exactly.
influence.
That's how
what's
that
dead
works.
Can never die.
Yeah.
If death
Guys, Jack has literally an 8 intelligence.
No, this is a good idea. This is good.
He's just spouting off ideas right
Wait, you're
now.
the only. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, let's go there real fast. Let's take our fire-breathing horse Stampede and just go over to Chagrak.
Is it the same as the fire breathing potion spell?
And we'll talk to an angel. At the
Yes,
same
it's
time.
just permanent.
Right.
She's an angel now. When do we want to leave?
Now.
Did you see
we're
the
leaving
angel
now.
I
wings?
think right now.
Look at those angel wings.
Unless we had something else to
Aren't
do.
they beautiful?
I mean, it's several days.
I'm wearing.
Yeah, he looked.
I'm wearing her.
They're black.
It's several
Yeah.
days down to Hopestad.
I look like you right now, by
I
the
need a
way.
pole watch.
And I'm just looking at you,
Is it
looking at
several
my
days
own
to
skin, because I don't know what I
No,
look
we're
like
not that
yet.
far.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a couple of days.
So,
It's- yeah, it's
so
2
I
days to
start.
follow.
I start doing the catwalk.
Wait, what is yours? Is yours an illusion?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
You never even saw it.
yeah, I don't actually see what I look like from you.
No.
Oh, because you have true sight.
She sees a magical aura around you, probably, but
I know you've got some kind of illusion on you, but I don't know what it is.
Wait, no,
You
we
just
have
see
so
me
much
like-
fun with this. Can I cast Minor Illusion so there's a sign on her back that says "kick me" and she just never knows? Well,
Because you
well,
can't ever see it.
I don't say "kick me." It should be like a affectionately
kick me.
Yeah, no, affectionately like a
Hug me
pat
from
me on the
behind.
shoulder. Hug me from behind. Yes, yes. Can I Minor Illusion a sign on her back that says "hug me from behind"? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I feel sorry for the first person who hugs her.
No, the third person that hugs her is gonna have a real problem.
Sorry, on you? Are you? I thought you were casting it on Huggles. Oh.
No, yeah.
You would have resistance would get you a bonus, like an advantage on your saving throw.
Sure.
Is there a saving
I don't know
throw
if
for
there's a
this?
saving throw for it though.
Even if it
This is
fails,
just-
I was just
you're
curious.
gonna keep
I
trying
was just
this.
curious to the interaction.
Make a stealth check
Oh,
against
Oh,
your
no.
perception.
okay. I'm gonna use some. Well, actually, I don't have to know that until after I roll, so I'll just roll.
God bless you.
Oh, thanks.
Or guidance, rather.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So 11 plus 12 is 23, and I'll use one of my psionic die just to make it
Pump it
26.
up. Pump it up.
I think
up the jam.
I think Timora is smiling upon her new disciple a little bit and approves of at least
trickery.
temporarily this sign. All right.
Thanks, Eddie.
She finds it funny.
I miss having you around. Yeah, well, I'm not as good at stuff without you.
I always like to help out where I can.
Anyway, let's go to this lich.
But how did you bless him though? That's what I want to know.
Just guidance.
Oh, okay. So you weren't like, be healed.
No. Nothing so gratuitous. Much more subtle. Much more subtle.
All right.
TV evangelist. That's
Um,
nah. It's not my style.
Hitting
The-
people with your coat.
I think the person that might have the best chance of knowing how to track down Chagrak would be Sully. Having been in this area then for a year, how would he go about finding, or what has he done to like, keep tabs on him, or
Chagrak, he's... Okay, I mean, I can take a lot of creative liberty on this, but I think, in all genuineness, he's terrified of him. Undeath is like the perversion of the natural order of life, which
Right.
is what the Sully's order is supposed to kind of take care of and protect. So
he's a turtle.
I think Sully
Don't make a lot of
very,
sense.
very early on in his new administration with the Dark Forest, needed to find out where Chagrak was located, and he kind of knew because of their interactions before, general location.
Right.
But he have birds and some of the druids send animals to hone in on exactly where it was, just so they can kind of keep tabs on it. So I don't know if it's to the point of we have a humanoid sentry there, but animals in the area always keeping out a watchful eye and letting us know if there's any ever movement or leaving or coming into from that presence.
okay,
So I think we know where it's at because of that.
all right. his lair is this zone of undeath, this necropolis
Tasty.
farm ranch, several acres of just dead. As you're passing into it, just this dead zone of foliage and plants and stuff as it grows more and more decayed. Vines and small things still grow, some trees, but they're covered with this rotting, oozing kind of feel as you get closer.
Dislike.
Tasty.
Yeah, Sully hates this, but he's trying to put on a good air of like, oh, he's decorated. And this will be great, guys. Like I said, I'm really good friends with him. Woohoo! It's kind of the vibe.
Okay.
You don't sound so
Perception check.
No, I promise.
Inside
yeah,
check.
We're just like best friends.
You're all good?
He doesn't have any undead turtles.
So many.
That is Sully's greatest fear is undead turtle.
turtles.
I believe him. I totally believe him.
While we're on our way and before we leave, I'm going to take the opportunity to stretch my new wings and fly a bit, see if it comes as natural to me as walking would.
Or charming people.
Or charming people, apparently.
Yeah, so you practice gliding low and then
Shoot
work your
up
way up.
there, yeah.
Yeah, okay. From that, you can see a clearing where, let's use this map. I haven't been here before. I don't remember when we were here before. Let's use this map.
Did our Astral Arms monk friend work for Chagrak, or did he just come work with us? for a
No,
while?
he lived at the barn where we.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he should
he
be
lived
here,
there.
right? We could get some.
Chagrak? Oh, no.
No, the barn where
yeah,
Chagrin
yeah,
was
yeah.
chasing us to.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He just lived in there. Okay.
He just lived there,
Yeah.
and we're lucky that that's where we decided to hole up.
All right. Yeah, we'll come here. This will be good.
Can I make my concertina a reinforced concertina so I can?
How's that? What does a reinforced concertina?
Yeah.
It's just like a reinforced like loot, so you can hit people with it.
Yeah, just want to hit people with it.
Battle ready. Constantine.
Hello, Lychee.
Ooh.
And it's in the middle of a clearing
Oh,
that
do you remember
you
this map?
Yes.
Yes.
spot this undead.
Like a massive undead. Like,
No, he's not that big. He's just in the middle of this.
He's a G.
He's just big enough so that people can see him on the stream.
oh, okay.
Is he sunbathing?
But he is sitting there waiting.
And I'll circle
Yeah.
down to the party.
This dappled light, he looks all like he's
Do you think Elysian skin cells still produce like the stuff you need to
Melanin?
Like,
I thought Eddie was gonna help like keep this on track.
An umbrella.
His skin does not look pale. It looks like he's seen some sun.
Anyway,
I'll circle down and let them know. I think the individual we're looking for is directly ahead.
Yeah, no, this is his favorite hangout spot. He likes to sunbathe.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
sunbathing lich. Okay. I will spur my fire-breathing course forward.
Hang on a second.
Heavily armored, fire-breathing horse.
It's an
Sorry,
AC
I-
of 24.
Take care of some stuff real quick.
Gives party magical items. I'm so sorry, Jason.
1 second.
You're the only one keeping us on track right now.
Like I said, you don't get to give Sam Riegel a bad time ever again.
He's one person. We're like three.
You were like, oh, I just don't like how long the intros are, and we took like 20 minutes to do our intro just to get through names and stuff.
Okay, that's fine.
It was a good time.
It was great. It was great. Yeah, I think it was good.
Well, maybe it's more fun that way, but like they have like all these like sponsors that they have to get through, so it's kind of boring.
Yeah. We almost had a sponsor.
I started.
Almost. We're still working on it.
Yeah.
Gotta go wine and dine a little bit more.
Is it a sponsor if they just even give 1 half-gallon shot a month?
I think that counts, yeah.
Okay, we can work that out.
Oh, yeah.
But,
Give us.
when I come back down, well, I guess along the path, it doesn't necessarily have to be right. No, it could have been when we started out or one or before. Eddie, I appreciate your willingness to help with my little experiment.
Sure, of course. Anytime. I mean, Timora knows best, and she guides me everywhere I go. Even when it seems like I don't know what I'm doing, I'm convinced it's Timora helping. So, fake it till you make it.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
Hold on, tell me more about this Timora.
Well, I have a discussion or two if you'd like to listen.
Perhaps a pamphlet.
Several.
All right. The Lich is standing in the middle of this clearing. You can see him among all these dead vines, and he's got his arms crossed across his chest and is waiting impatiently as you come to the edge of this dead grove.
I'll bring up the rear.
Okay.
Hey, Chad Grant, you remember me and Sully, don't you?
Hey, buddy!
What brings you here?
Well, you probably are aware that the surrounding area has been taken over by a shadow Leviathan.
What do I care outside of my domain?
Yeah, but I mean, eventually his eyes will turn to this little area, and
Oasis, this nice
maybe
little
he
oasis.
won't want to have an undead presence because he can't control you.
I mean, look, obviously, you're a big player here. I mean, you're just really cool and powerful and intimidating.
What is it you want?
We just want, a little bit of help in making sure that he doesn't get to a point where he does have to focus on you. If we do a bunch of hey, Shadow Leviathan, you should die or something before he ever gets a chance to come over and disturb you, then you never have to worry about him. All we need is a little bit of help.
And what do I get in return for this help?
I like this guy.
You don't get you get protected
Yeah.
from the shadow Leviathan.
I mean, you
we
can
get
fight
rid
it
of him.
yourself if you want.
It's
but-
true. Actually, if you want to take him on,
You want to
Actually, hold on, this is a good game plan. Why don't you go fight him?
Then we don't have to bother you. Well, we can turn around and go. But
He is no concern of mine, and no danger to me.
yet.
I think that's what we're trying to tell you here.
Growth mindset here.
Yeah, well, the fear of loss is usually a better seller. So what does he want? You won't have any live people to try to
It's true.
turn into undead anymore because he's going to have a corner on all the live people around
Wait, we
here.
let him do this?
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Hmm?
Not for a lich. They take dead people.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he just kills the mind control people.
Well, I suppose he could, but
Well,
no,
but then
if they-
that'll
if they-
really start a fight.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly, because Manzacorian doesn't want to lose followers.
Yeah. I mean,
You guys are
and-
competing for followers.
I just say,
I love how Jack's on Jack's side. He's like, no, I like this guy.
let us not mince words. You know,
Look the way he dressed. He
Manzacorian
was-
is going to
was
pose at the very least, a problem. So what is it that we can do for you so that you don't have to deal with the problem of Manzacorian?
I don't see how it is that you think you can do anything about him.
Well, we know you're all powerful lich and everything. We do have a captain with us.
And
What about
two angels.
this? What would you require for your help?
I always look for new knowledge, and I look for new things to test and experiment on. Is one of you willing to be a new test subject?
No.
We got some fire-breathing horses.
Wait.
That's
wait.
Kroll. I
As
don't
an
know
aside-
what. You're in a wholly different movie.
I'm on the side really quick. We could tell him about the virtues of a potion and then try to give him a fake one. That's a fake one. And she tell
what kind
what
of-
it did to her.
What if we...
And him.
I turned into her.
Just gonna be one of these.
Knowledge is something we might be able to broker. We happen to have access to what I would be willing to bet is the one of the most heavily guarded caches of knowledge in the entire area.
I'm not sure that's ours to bargain with.
I'm not suggesting we bargain with it, but we could certainly act as a broker for said knowledge. Set up a meeting.
You said something about one of us volunteering. What did you mean by that?
Oh, I have many things I am learning about. Perhaps, and though I control many in my domain here, I'm always looking for new willing subjects.
What would happen
Jack, you'd have to
these
die in order
subjects?
for that to happen.
You don't know that.
I mean,
Do they need to be dead?
No, the more living, the better.
But what do you mean by subjects?
Yeah, that's never usually a good thing.
Sorry. What about you? You can't die.
Ooh.
well, I never thought about that.
And you speak to animals.
What is it that you want?
That's a good question.
Fast-
we don't even know what we want.
Fast transport? Is that what we were
Either
after,
assistance
hopefully?
in fighting the Shadow Leviathan, which would inevitably happen for you, and we would be allies, or transportation to our destination if
We
you don't
work
want to get your hands
towards
dirty.
the Shadow Leviathan's
And
expulsion from this realm.
that I could care less of either way. But if it means that I can get back to what I am focused on, then that is fine. And where is it that you want to go?
What is this guy?
The Everlasting Peaks, to Lene. I don't think you ever met her, but she's really cool. She'll probably become a lich one day too, because she's really powerful, but like a good lich, you know. Not that you're bad. I'm gonna stop talking now.
Where is it you want to go?
To have coordinates over the name of the town.
Dude, what's the name of the town where we found the water dragon?
Oh. Crap, I don't remember.
We stole the mayor's sash and gave it to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What was that? Is that nearby?
that's the nearest town.
That is the nearest town.
Good man, that's where they found the first dragonborn.
I do, I do have
The
some
mayor
magic
wanted
items.
That whole thing.
Yeah.
Will you trade magic items?
Oh,
I don't. No need for any.
What about a cushion of whoopee?
items.
It is very funny.
You have never seen anything like this. And I put on my best salesman smile. No, but actually, our characters have a wonderful plan.
Our character. I'm just kidding. Go for it.
We can use his undead that he keeps raising as an XP farm.
okay.
And we level up so he is strong enough to face the Shadow Leviathan.
This is like killing boars in the forest.
Well, wait a minute. If we kill, if you let us, because we obviously couldn't do it ourselves because you're so powerful. But if we were to vanquish you and we get the XP from that, that would be enough to level us up.
Probably.
Or milestone, not XP.
I think
That's
that
the real
killing a
problem
lich
here.
is a pretty impressive milestone.
It's not a milestone at all. It's a bullet point.
I wish to know
trying to
how it
help.
is you
Get help.
expect to be able to defeat him.
We're gathering knowledge at this moment.
I'll
I'll pull out the helmet.
No.
This! One of us puts it on, and then we put him into a mortal body.
Wait a minute, he's already dead. Just put it on him.
And then I'll put it back in my bag and fold it. Jack trusts this guy. He doesn't know why, but he likes him.
This guy. You have my attention now.
See, this is why you let the captain speak. But yes, that is how we're planning on beating him.
But we need to go to that town that Sully was talking about.
You can come with us.
I will
Do you have
remain
that now?
here. Do you know that the last time we met, and from the creatures you keep sending over here, you know that I don't like to mix with the living very often.
I guess the only thing that I think is honestly worse than just torn undeath is flayed life. Mind flayed life. Life? Flayers? Mind. Flayed minds. I don't like those. It would be awesome to have you on our side. Obviously, we would love the transportation too.
I don't really understand your fear of death. It's a natural part of life.
Well, so
I understand your fear of mind flayers because that's controlling people before they die or while they're alive.
Well, death is one thing. Undeath is not. I mean,
You're just reusing something that nobody else is using.
Well,
I get it.
yes. That's like recycling.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Or leftovers.
And what is in this town? If you have this...
Are we going to a town?
Helmet.
I thought we were going to the cave.
The town that's the closest to the cave. That was the
Yeah.
closest thing he would know.
Oh, I
What is
see.
the cave you speak of?
It's a place where one of our friends is. She's a hermit, lives out in the middle of nowhere, like an idiot. But we just need to get over to her because she has a lot of answers.
Safrina's being uncharacteristically quiet.
Is it because of Jack?
It's because you're all idiots.
Well, we already knew that about Jack. It's not his fault. That's how he was born.
I'm gonna, real fast, just looking at most of you, I will establish a psychic connection for us for 1 hour. And I'm just gonna kind of send out, like, I don't think that we should tell him about the special nature of the caves, because that's the last
Yeah,
thing I
for
want,
sure,
is
for
for him
sure.
to get... He says he wants information. He's also not someone to be trusted with information. But if we
No.
think it's worth it, we can bargain with that.
Right. And with this...
What
mental
worse
connection-
could you possibly tell him than what you've already told him?
Well, I mean,
Hold on,
we could-
wait,
we could-
what's bad about what we
hint
already told
about the knowledge that the Shadow Leviathan has in these souls. Not that we would give any of that to him, but we could.
He doesn't care about the souls.
Oh, he
He just
might.
cares about bodies.
No, why would he care about souls? He
Yeah.
only cares about the bodies.
Well, he said knowledge. He's interested in knowledge.
He is he fancies himself a scientist of some kind. More of a Frankenstein-y scientist.
So, wait, hold on.
but,
I'll wait.
scientist nonetheless.
I
Safina,
don't
what
think...
do you think that we already told him?
Well, you showed him the helmet. He immediately must have known what it is because it caught his interest and changed his disposition instantly.
But the helmet doesn't do anything other than bring Mazikorian into a living human being. Why would that
I don't
interest?
think that's true at all.
Well, that's how I saw it.
What else do you think it does?
Yeah, what else does it do?
I haven't had an opportunity to inspect it, but
Don't give it to her.
I think that I don't believe that your assumption that he wants to expand his realm is correct at all. I think if he wanted to expand his reach and influence, he would have done it long before now.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I don't think he cares for any type of civilization at all. I think he cares about expanding his powers.
So,
And
is it in his power to send us there, or no? Or we just bark
I
up our
believe
own
it is
tree?
within his power.
Okay.
His
well,
line of questioning is very specific. He is learning about not only where we're sending and about where another very powerful spellcaster is, but also about how to get us there, which, from my experience, is necessary with that kind of magic, transportation magic. But it also is a double-edged sword, as it also gives him knowledge about the area and about the other protections and the spellcaster there.
Well,
Exactly,
we
yeah,
wouldn't
that's
take
why I
him
don't-
directly to the caves. We'd
And
go to the town.
Yeah.
You are not-
That's what
we're only
You are
a day or
not
two away at that
guarding
point.
your conversations well.
We're now speaking in our minds.
Yeah.
So first off, what did we learn in these caves? Because I wasn't here for that. Two, would one of my textbooks work? I can give him one of my textbooks from home.
I think that's a good idea. The second thing is,
I think if he wants access to another powerful spellcaster that has knowledge that he won't, we broker a meeting with Lady Sawana. She might be willing to trade some knowledge with him.
I just am hesitant without her permission. Does somebody with a
When-
sending spell
Yep,
able
I will send
I-
to Lady
I-
Sylvana and ask for
We're
permission
not.
to do this.
We're not asking to give him knowledge. We're
Right.
asking to just set up a
Set up a
meeting.
meeting, sure. Is,
Yeah, if
Lady
she's
Sylvana
willing
cool
to.
with that?
I
if
think
I
that's
do a
good.
sending spell to her?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's down.
So what's he doing while we're talking in our
While he's
mind?
doing this, I will also
Yeah, we're all
talk with
standing
him
there.
at the same time.
Smiling.
He is smiling.
Huggles is trying to sell the textbook.
And
He says,
That's what it's called, the Goliath and the Tiefling.
So wait, don't we have the
Cameron
Goliath?
takes-
That
No.
was the no. Yeah.
Cameron takes 3 seconds.
It's the same
he
Goliath
says-
in every one of them.
he says, yes,
What's
let
the
us
series?
contact the lady of the keep.
You want one?
Yes, let us contact the lady of the keep.
Oh. Well, I already.
Wait, hold on, we didn't say that out
We didn't
loud.
say that out loud. Yeah, that was all in our minds.
Oh, well, you've thought it very loudly.
Hey, it's not nice to get in other people's heads.
Is it not?
No.
Well,
So
You
everything
were-
we said you heard.
here, uninvited, I think the niceties went out a while ago.
Oh,
Yeah, I told you
you're
the
being
truth.
Nice. Okay.
But no, she was down to broker the meeting or
Okay.
to have a meeting. So
Very well.
I mean, I don't really see the danger. Either he helps us or he kills us.
I don't see the danger. He either helps us or kills us.
Yeah. And then he just brings us back to life.
He's gonna kill us.
well, there you have it. The lady of the keep has been contacted. A meeting has been brokered. You have been given the possibility of access on your own merits to a treasure of knowledge that you would otherwise not have access to. And all it costs is a spell.
Where is it that you would like to go?
the town.
Or we give him the name of the town.
I will need you to describe this town for me. As best you can. Be specific.
Wait, what town are we going to? Are we going to the
It's the one that's the closest.
It's a very,
the
very
one where
small
we
village.
went? Yeah, the one where we went to, where all the people were like lost their memory and all that. That were
No, this
farmed?
is an old town that
I'm
they
sure
were before.
it probably is under the influence.
It's like it's a very small population.
Yeah.
I don't even have the name of it.
I probably haven't been there.
No.
It's gonna be in a notes on just that session. I didn't put it in our main thing.
Yeah. No, I will kind of describe the town. It's the one where we got attacked by velociraptors, right?
Oh no, I do find it. It's Palem.
Hey, yeah, that
That's
is it.
Salem. Okay.
Yeah. That was
That's right,
super
south.
creative of me.
Yeah, yeah. It was in that same area that Salem might actually be.
Yes.
That's why.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you transport us
I
there?
had to search for mayor. That's what I found it finally.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. You will need to be as specific as possible.
Oh, well, that was his mistake, but I give him all the specifics. I tell him all about the mayor, all about the dragonborn that was there. I tell
Stop.
him about the. Okay.
Stop.
All right, cool.
Picture it in your mind.
Oh, I like this guy.
Very easy. Yeah.
All right. Where in the town are you picturing?
Ooh, that's a good question. I solely thinking of does he get the impression this is where we're gonna get teleported?
Yeah.
Oh, there was a little place we slept right outside the town when we watched where the velociraptors came and started to attack it.
Wait, hold on. We're going right now. I thought we were going to wait for Lady Servana to come.
No, that's...
I don't
Later.
trust him with Lady Servana.
No.
If
but
Lady
that's later.
Savannah-
That's later.
Lady Savannah can take care of herself. Just
Yes,
as
right
well as-
outside. I think it was just south of the town, and just kind of like
Okay.
chilling there. There was a nice little place where we long rested.
He closes his eyes for a moment and gets a mental picture of what you're thinking of. I shall try. And he reaches out with his finger and traces
Give him
this
guidance.
glowing. Give him guidance.
If he has to make a sell.
He gets hurt by it.
This one's a percentile roll, so I don't even know what guidance would do for that.
A D4 on percentile, it doesn't do a lot. It doesn't do a lot.
He traces a symbol on the ground, and you can see these vines following it around, and they start to glow. And once they complete this circle, this beam of light shoots up from it. It says, very well. I will visit Lady Sylvana soon. Tell the Lady of the Keep that I will visit her soon.
Oh, okay. I'll let some ladies want to know that he might be coming. Chagrak.
I'm sure there will be no problems from that.
What could possibly go wrong?
I think an ancient silver dragon can be fine against a lich. If she was worried about it, it's a problem she would have taken care of a long time ago. Or it... I mean...
Or maybe he's like a vampire. He just needs an invitation.
But can someone who doesn't know invite you? That's the question.
Technically, Jack lives there.
Oh.
Hey!
Sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. We're just
I
getting
didn't
excited.
hear what you
live
guys
at the
said.
keep, the Dragon's Keep. That's so cool, man. So could you give me access to the library?
I'm not getting on Lady Sylvana's bad side.
He already
I probably
tried that
could.
once.
But no.
You were already on shaky ground for not bringing books back the first time.
No, that's why I brought a whole bunch back the next time.
All right. Who steps into the circle first?
Slowly will. Oh, but you can.
No, I said I'll wait.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I will. Real fast, DM, did you see I saw you had a reminder at the bottom of the Roll20. If you can, I didn't want to step in before you got a chance to resolve that.
Apparently the
Slowly
reminder
we'll
is
step in
so
first.
long that it just says that reminder that Shagrat gives the party. And so
I think it says magic items.
you can see a disco ball
If you
like
scroll.
comes up.
That is magical.
Cool, yeah.
Chagrak can give a party like nothing else. DJ Chagrak.
Slowly hops in.
All right. What does it say?
You grabbed it?
Oh,
you said?
magic items. I see. No, my screen's not big enough for that.
I was going to grab it.
Okay. You step in, and the world disappears around you. And then comes into view at the crossroads just outside of Palem.
Cool. He did it.
He got a 54 on his
That's a good roll, I guess.
teleport.
Well, that's good.
I'll take
That's
it.
the damage.
I say, do you want to contact Sully and make sure he traveled safely to where we're supposed to go?
Who? Sully? Sully's right here.
No, he just
stepped through the
teleported.
portal. He went through the portal.
So did I.
Oh, you went with him?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Why
right.
wouldn't I?
All right. I guess we all go then.
Both angels and the pirate.
I'm going to wait until everyone steps.
All right.
And before I walk through, I'm going to turn back to the Lich and say, do you know what would happen if I put on the helmet? Or whoever puts on the helmet, sorry.
Would you allow me to see it again?
I'm going to do an insight check on him.
This can't be good, bro. He's a lich.
19.
Hey!
Okay.
Wait.
He seems extremely interested in you more than the helmet. What a fascinating question, he says.
I just want to know what happens to the person that puts it on. I'll show it to him.
All right. He holds it in his hands for a moment. You don't have to let go of it, but you can see him, you can hear him chanting. He says, "This is a very, very powerful item. Do you think you are strong enough to use it?
No.
It could very well help you to stop the Shadow Leviathan, but at such a great cost. I think you could be one. I think you could have made a very interesting subject of mine. One with the compulsion to take such a risk?
I'm not going to take the risk. I just want to know what happens to the person who does.
It appears that the person who puts this on will be no more. That's all I know.
Thank you, and I'll bow and then step through the portal.
Okay.
Portal.
It's a good idea to have him inspected. That was a good idea to have him inspected.
I just want to know what happens to the person that puts it on.
We could put it on him.
Nah.
But on who?
I would love to combine the Mind Flayer and Lich stat blocks. That would be awesome.
Yeah, not for us.
So we would be better off putting the helmet on like.
Immortal.
Oh yeah, we did also learn
So
that
like a little
last
kid
time.
we could push down and kick after we put it on.
Yeah.
Well, no, we did learn that it has to be willing. The
have to
person
be-
has to be willing. To
And
Well, then the child's even more better because we can actually convince them to put her on.
and the Lich
I'll give you
did,
$10 if you put this helmet on.
so the Lich also did say something very interesting though.
Yes.
Are you strong enough to
Oh.
use it? There's a certain base
Power level.
There's a certain power level base.
Yeah,
I figured he
the
would know
discussions
more about
last. Yeah, no, that was good. So he cast detect magic on it, or
But
Identify.
Jack also doesn't want to seem weak in front of his friends because he's worried about whoever puts it on, even though we don't know who's going to put it on.
I think last time you guys had the ideas of just putting it somewhere for someone to find,
That's true.
just leaving it out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. And, yeah.
Somebody also wanted to open a store and sell it to somebody. I think.
Okay.
So there were a couple.
Not me, funnily enough.
There are plenty of bad ideas going around last time. So why not this one too? Sure. Put it on a kid. You can just push down.
Super easy. We're combining stat blocks.
Well, we also learned that he kind of takes on his own form, right? But we don't. It sounds like it's going to combine the stat block too. So we probably don't want Serafina, since she's all powerful now, to put it on, or Soli.
Because I'm invincible. I can't die.
But yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
So we need to
I mean,
find.
I figured the whole daddy moniker probably gave you that kind of a power.
So we need to
balance.
find some kind of commoner or something that's weak enough that we could persuade into it.
The last time that it was used by like some high-level champion paladin type person.
Yeah, they just said like palette champion or something like that.
And it was a big deal. They it was a noble choice for them to put it on. So maybe if someone's strong enough does put it on, they can inhibit
No.
the power that comes through.
I think it's just it doesn't happen. The host is just destroyed. Is my guess.
But if it does combine,
Then there must be a remnant.
It's one of those that in order to combine, it has to be close to equal parts, right? Like whether this be science or magic or anything else, like the host has to be able to contain that power to a degree.
Right.
you
If
put-
it's not, if they're not strong enough, then
They'll just pop like a balloon.
it's kind of like microisms. Like the stronger one will consume the other one.
so we just need to find something stronger than an all-powerful.
We just need something. We just need someone strong enough that that could basically act as an avatar of a god.
Oh, well, I mean, we could give it to Kelvin.
And that's you.
Kelvin.
Because you're the closest thing to a god. You just said you're indestructible. So.
Well, no, I
No,
can't die.
no,
That's
no,
already
I'm
God.
saying that we
He's
don't
already an
give it to
avatar,
Sol.
though.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
So
if
we
he's
need
not
someone
strong
who's
enough,
not an avatar.
Okay.
then it sounds like
So what level
it's going to
does
be
something need to
combined.
be able to do that? Do we know?
Well,
or
I mean,
whatever
The
abstract
Lich,
way
Lich
we
didn't
can...
say.
Okay,
The Lich didn't
what
say.
level?
He just said strong enough
I think we should give it to
to
Kelvin.
use it.
Okay.
Because Kelvin's the strongest person we know.
We'll know his dad is, actually.
That's true, though.
Anyway, we step through the portal.
Okay. You appear just outside the small town of Palem.
Do you know this person we're going to see well?
Lene? Yeah.
Actually,
So
quite
you would know if her behavior was odd.
In a moment.
We didn't know about Lady Swan.
She was pretty, she's pretty
we
odd to
just
begin
gave her
with.
the war force.
Gave her everything. So much.
We'll go in with the,
That was two.
we'll go in with the protect, with our guard up. for sure.
I can also establish the psychic link and talk to her mentally, and I know her mental voice pretty well, and if there is something in her mind, then maybe it'll distort it.
Or perhaps it will distort you.
Ha! Can't happen. I'm pretty indestructible.
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay,
Mine's like a
let's go.
steel trap. Let's
we
go.
Do we know our direction from here? Could we just set off right now and get to
Okay.
it?
So as you appear here in, sorry, I got a little distracted by some housekeeping I had to do real quick, but I'm back now. As you appear at the steps of the everlasting peak, the sky above you is tumultuous as dark clouds roll over constantly. Purple lightning flashing through them occasionally. And you can feel a heavy psychic presence weighing down on your mind, especially strong for Sully and for Zafrina, as you feel the presence of the Shadow Leviathan very closly. For everyone else, I would like you to make a wisdom save. For everybody, I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this a magical effect?
It is a magical effect.
Is that what I think it
To be
is?
like charmed or?
Advantage against it.
24.
Just a wisdom save.
Okay, cleric.
Plus 9, yeah.
Double 18s,
awesome.
baby.
Ooh. It's
So
a DC
20.
DC 17.
Yeah, I failed.
Okay.
Is it purple lightning season out here?
I don't know what purple light is.
And the purple lightning up in the sky, is this normal this time of year?
I made
Oh,
that.
Okay.
no, never saw this before.
How did Sully do?
Who
Who failed? So
I failed if
Oh.
it's wisdom.
Yes.
Yeah, I failed.
Yeah, I have intelligence, but not wisdom.
You are bombarded with psychic whispers. You can feel Manzakorian's entreaties in your mind, calling you towards him. It's to take one level of exhaustion as you try and as you work on
Just
keeping
those who
that
failed?
just the one who failed. Take one level of exhaustion as you keep working on pushing those thoughts out of your
So
mind.
that's ability checks, but not attacks, right?
Just ability checks, not saving throws either.
No, just ability checks. Let's do that
Yes.
5 more times though.
Yeah, I
Then
feel
it's death.
it's death. For those of us that are not immune to exhaustion.
Good flex. That's really good. That's pretty awesome. So you don't need to sleep.
Theoretically, no.
Whoa. I guess you want spell slots back.
If you want your spell slots back, but yeah.
But spell slots is it's just resting, so whatever that means.
Well, like Warforged, they don't need to sleep. They just rest. Same with elves, they basically just rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
It's
4
true.
hour.
It's true.
4-hour trancing. Such weird. I love that there's like these exceptions that keep getting thrown in,
Right.
and then you have to like deal with it
Yeah.
like in the game and stuff like that. Like so much like little power creep that keeps coming through. I'm excited to see what they finally come out with. Now that we're aside for a second, I'm excited to see if they ever like walk back some of the power creep, or if it's just going to be like Magic the Gathering style,
Just keeps
where it
getting
just
more
keeps
and
getting
more
more and
and
more
more.
until they finally do have to ban some stuff. When it's up to the DM. It's up to
Well, I
me.
mean, but that's why
to ban stuff.
there's what 7 or 8
But-
versions of MTG,
Yeah.
so that you can play the one that interests you.
In Adventures League, which is the official D&D
Right.
stuff, they do for a long time. They did kind of rein in what you could use.
Really?
Well,
Yeah,
they
you were only
used-
allowed to use the player's handbook and then one other
One
book
other guide.
of your
Oh.
choice, and that's all you could use. You could use the stuff from those things. And then
It does really, and they also require like how many hours of time you're supposed to have played to
Yeah.
get to the next level and stuff.
yeah,
So Adventures
it's a
League
lot
is
more
really specific.
It's a lot more strict.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I've never done it. I have
I've
read their adventures, but I've never like looked at playing adventures.
I've played some of it. I had
Okay.
a good time. D&D is always a good time.
Yeah.
But I found it enjoyable. But it is, and it is fun. But it's a totally different way of playing
Yeah.
Interesting.
because it is a lot more focused.
Yeah, yeah. And trying to be balanced so you can jump in wherever, right? Like,
Yeah, and you also they're really strict on things like spell components
yeah.
and how magic items work and like all sorts
And
all
how
sorts of
many
stuff.
magic items you can have for
Yeah.
your level and all
Right.
that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
they're-
It's restricted.
the different tiers of play, which describe
Okay.
level ranges.
So that
or-
would be like playing standard in
yeah, it's
Magic.
it's playing. We're
Yeah.
playing what would this be considered?
modern.
Just the
No, we're
casual.
wide open casual right now.
A
That's not
commander where you
true.
can print your own deck.
That's not
Show
true.
up.
Like
Yeah,
I did have some restrictions when we first started, as
Yeah.
far as like races you can
Yeah.
choose
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But
It's called racist.
but that was all story.
Story driven. Yeah.
Yes, that, I was pretty. There was a lot of racism at the beginning. No. Why do you do this? Bryce.
It's not so much racism as it is natural selection.
Okay, we should go.
Anyway, let's get back to the stairs and our exhaustion.
There's so many jokes I can't make on the stream right now. Okay,
That's
but
my one good comment
There-
for tonight.
there were some limitations that I put in, but those were all story driven because I knew like these animal races were all somewhere else at the time, but like everything's pretty wide open in my game because I don't like to gatekeep somebody else's fun.
Sure.
I do that enough as a DM already.
And all the people who are playing Adventures League, they know exactly what they're signing up for.
Yeah. Okay.
They're all people who want to play that way because it's kind of like there is kind of like a
Well, it's one of those situations where it's operating within a set of rules and still being able to.
well,
come
not
up
only
with something
that,
that's
but there's
cool.
kind of some MMO-y elements to it.
Yeah,
because all the characters are tracked worldwide, and like
Yeah.
all this stuff interacts, and like you could look up somebody else's character and see what
Oh,
they've done.
okay.
And like, there's a lot of cool stuff to it. It's kind of on hiatus right now. Adventures League is while they're transitioning to the new version of 5th edition.
5.5.
Yeah, but
But it is.
But they've
They
talked.
won't call it that, but let's just call it that
Yeah,
because it is what it
yeah,
is.
but it's in a
I think they should just skip 6. So there's a programming language called PHP,
yeah.
and they skipped PHP 6 and went
Yeah.
straight to 7
Huh.
for a bunch of different reasons. One was that they tried going a certain direction for 6, and
Then they switched.
and
so
then they're like,
it
no, we're not
made no
doing
sense
that.
to make
But they
calls.
had that that stink of all these choices they were making that now they didn't want to get away from, so they went to 7 instead, which is funny. But I have a T-shirt that says like certified PHP 6. I like to wear them around my office. People like to laugh at that and stuff. So
That's awesome.
PHP 6 certified. And,
That's awesome.
but yeah, it's funny. Okay, now back to the game. little D&D aside. Let us know in the comments, and if you're watching this on YouTube, then hit us up with a comment what you guys think should happen, what kind of power creep there is, and if anybody knows more about Adventures League, then I'd love to hear about that too. If you like it, if you play it, let us know. Thanks. Like and subscribe. All right, back to the game. Smash that like.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
So,
Well, tonight's my last night, guys.
so actually, as soon as we come out of the transportation, Eddie's going to take 10 minutes and he's going to cast Commune, and he has 3 questions he'd like to ask.
Oh, all right.
Timora.
Okay.
And the first one is a little kid a good choice for the helmet? I just want that out of the way.
If she says no, are you really going to drop it though?
Yes, I will drop
Can I
it.
roll an insight check?
You can't roll an insight check on
And then the second question I'm going to ask is whether or not Linnae has been compromised by the Shadow Leviathan.
Dude,
I'm on
oh
knowledge.
man,
Good idea.
that's genius.
What's the third question?
Now, I'm going to read you the text from the spell just to refresh you. as the
I know.
DM.
I'm just
Okay,
let me.
They're not omniscient. They don't necessarily have to answer the question. They do. It's a yes or no only, and they do answer, but it can be vague.
I just want to find out how
He wants to learn how he can dig with a
Timora
spell.
is going to react to your first question. Hang on a
Oh,
second.
right.
Is a child sacrifice a good idea? That's basically what you're asking.
I was actually really looking forward to it now. I want to hear what Timora has to say to Eddie about this.
I'm just looking up her divine realm and what she's over and what she.
I mean, obviously she can think of it as she can think it's funny, like it's a joke. She's a trickster god, right?
That's what, like, she might go that way.
Yeah.
There's a good chance.
Definitely, you should try it.
Well, at the end of the day, it's all about the destruction of Bathsheba. That's what we're after, or the final destruction of Bathsheba. Since they split, and she's anyway.
Tell me more about that. I have no idea what
Well,
you just
because Bathsheba is the evil, the bad luck part of luck, and Timora represents the good side of luck.
Oh, I see.
So, like, good Loki versus bad Loki.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
He's a good Loki.
I don't know. It seems kind of hikey to
Have you
me.
finished the season?
Only the first season.
I need to watch the second. And by the way, it's not all it's cracked up to be, but they wrap it up nice.
Did they?
2 turns of the symbol fall off the cliff.
Yeah.
Cheerful, curious,
Up to the end. I'm like this ain't
grace and
It's flip-flop
kindness.
now. Most of the
Kindness,
season's like
there you go.
Yeah, okay.
Like, okay.
Does not have any malice or vengeance in her. Those are inherited by Bathsheba. Jovial, even
Yeah,
in the
childlike.
darkest times.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's Eddie. 100%.
Okay.
Dark humor.
That's not the party at all.
Jaunty and high-spirited, but not rude or haughty. Not that kind of haughty.
Sully. No. Bad Sully.
You already have a tree.
You're already tree daddy.
All right.
Sully is gonna die.
You get a she answers your first question with a question.
Okay.
She says, is it right to go back in time and kill the child? What's a good...
In the womb.
Child Hitler?
Child in the womb.
Yeah, but what's the
Good
action,
analog.
What's the Action Force guy's name?
Oh. I can't remember the owner of Action Force.
It was like Bro or something. Or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
I'm going to
I've got it.
I'm guessing this is
first
from,
character sheet.
I'm guessing this is from like season 1 or something like
Episode 1, yeah.
Probably episode 1.
Oh, Steve Ka. It was
Steve Ka?
It was
No.
Steve.
Steve Ka was...
I happen here that Steve Ka runs Action Force.
Yep.
That's what I wrote.
That sounds like
Steve. He called him Steve, but we made it.
It was Steve
Spanish.
Ka because his last name was Rel.
Yeah.
It was Captain Rel.
Yeah.
Because it was Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are great with that.
I can't believe you remembered that.
I'm never forgetting that.
Yeah.
So is it right to kill child Steve Ka? That's
Yeah.
what she
Would it be
says.
right to go back in time and kill Steve Ka as a child?
I see your point.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
A child is much easier to kick.
So find us a child. So the last question should be, where do we look
No.
for the future?
Yes.
Yes or no.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Lene, is she possessed or
Compromised as well.
compromised?
I see her afraid, but herself. These are supposed to be yes or no answers.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
answers.
She can answer however she wants. And then any kind of good idea for the third question?
What's her favorite
No.
drink?
No,
I already
know it.
I
already know
would
it's
say-
pina colada. It's pina colada.
I,
What else is a trickster god gonna want to drink?
I think Safina is.
Eddie, I
Strawberry
think
milk.
perhaps this one might be a
No.
good time to inquire
That's just a bad trick.
about the meeting between Lady Sylvana and the Lich, if
Oh.
Sylvana should prepare to be assaulted in some way.
Okay, does the Lich have nefarious intent with his meeting with Sylvana, so I can warn her?
Everything he does is nefarious.
Okay, perfect. Good enough to know. All right,
No, you did the count just fine.
we'll ask her later. I can't do 2 communes in the same day. Is a bad idea.
Sorry, what was that? What?
That's it.
So let's head on to Lene
Steve
for
Carell.
sure.
That's awesome. Yep, let's head up. I'm already out. 1 exhaustion. Let's go.
Some of us are.
All right. You lead them up into the into the mountains, where make a nature check to see if you can remember the entrance.
Can I do survival instead? Or no, you want nature?
Nature.
Could
You're
they just
probably better. I'll give you
wanna-
guidance.
Thanks.
On
Could they
nature.
just give
Can I,
Nature is
can I see
intelligence,
anything
right?
that would be of
It's
help?
a hidden entrance.
I
is
would
what
take
they're
it
trying. They
because
need to
I have
remember how to get
disadvantage.
into
Is
it.
it hidden
I
magic?
just realized.
Disadvantage.
It's
on
just
what?
because I'm
Sky,
exhausted.
I think.
Do you want?
Okay,
Hold
that's
on.
what
Do you want?
nature said.
Well,
I can give
Inspiration?
I can give you some
Play
inspiration.
him a little tune so he
Yeah,
can remember.
yeah.
I would love to hear
I'll call him
Huggles
Let's
some
too.
play a little haunting air.
I can
It'll
give
calm
you,
his
I can give you
mind so he
guidance.
can-
Yeah.
Okay,
Rather
cool.
than-
I just got guidance.
Okay.
Can I get 2 guide? Can I be guided?
They don't.
Well,
They don't
if
double.
Eddie's going to be helping, could he just get advantage?
There's no guiding stacks.
Yeah, well, Safrina could do the help action and give.
can I get a help action?
Sure,
Because he has
I'll
You get an extra
disadvantage
1d10
because of his
from
That way you get
inspiration.
advantage.
Thank you. And I also can use my psionic ability die. So
We're role piling. I like it.
Nothing okay about this.
I rolled really high. I just realized I rolled 2d8, so I'm gonna take the higher d8 off, which was an accident. 32.
And a half.
Okay. You find the entrance.
Thanks, guys.
They don't call him Tree Daddy for nothing.
That's right.
knows his
You
way
find the
through
entrance very
nature.
quickly.
Okay.
Almost like you was burned into your memory, and
Do you come here often?
No, but I never forget a bark.
I just kind of cock an eyebrow.
Jack squints at you like he doesn't understand at all what you just said.
What is bark?
Well, like, I mean, to trees, like, trees don't have faces, so, but I can't say I never forget a face, but they bark. I never forget
I walked
bark.
into the cave.
and you find the entrance to this secret cave behind a giant stone that Sully pushes to the side quite easily.
Me and my 8 strength, you know?
Well, it's because it's so engineered so well.
Yes, it's
Okay, good.
well taken care of.
All right, good.
Well, that's what surprises us.
Well
'cause we
oiled.
think, oh my gosh, he only has 8 strength, and he just pushed the whole. Oh, it's just easy. It's like it's an illusion.
It's
well
oiled.
Okay,
Greased.
so what's Linnea up to?
Greased, yeah, probably.
Linnea.
Oh, why did
Is Ferris here?
The nay.
Ferris has got to be.
Ferris is Linnea's ferret.
Fox.
Fox.
Did
thank
you tell us about this?
What's his name?
Ferris.
Ferris the
Ferris.
fox.
Ferris the
Fox.
fox.
Like Ferris Bueller. Like,
Oh, I thought it was Ferris like the metal.
yeah, like Ferris like the metal, but Ferris.
Again, with these names, you guys are great.
Well, she was
Yeah, Linnea was a fun guest player.
good.
You hear a
She moved to Missouri, right?
Yep, misery.
What a sad place.
No kidding.
you hear
For her,
an
it's miserable.
I told her that joke, remember? She was like, oh, stop
Nobody
it."
thinks it's funny.
you hear a haunting howl echoing down the caves.
And I say that wasn't me.
I don't believe you.
Can I roll an
Insight. Nope, you think it's him. I saw that 3.
No, it was a 9, but it's okay. I don't add anything to it, so it's...
And we will pick up discovering what that haunting howl is next time.
But she said it was okay. Timora said it was great. Or lady.
That she's afraid.
Oh,
So
be afraid. You're right. Almost. She's got the defenses up. She's got all.
Oh no!
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
Okay,
If this
crap.
place is on full high defense, we're
Sorry guys, we
got some
probably
work
are
to
just
do.
all gonna die. Sorry.
Why?
Well, so this place has autonomous defenders that we've run into.
It has
and she's been here for months now.
It
fixing
has,
and
like-
she's
people who come out the walls with swords. It has like traps and booby traps that like
So,
throw
undead.
things at you. There's a
No.
mechanical. There's a mechanical dragon. There is a big ooze wall
I'm
that you
excited
can't
to see
see.
what you. Yeah, yeah.
And you're telling
what
us
else do you
this
remember?
now.
It's fine. Come on
We're
in.
fine, yeah, we're good. Don't worry about it. She's worth it. She's awesome. You'll love her. She's a fox. It's adorable.
You just have to know how to, where to step.
She can talk to us over an intercom system, but if she's not, what if someone else is manning it?
Then we gotta get her out of there
Because-
because she's hiding in here, hiding.
Yeah,
whoever
but like you
I'll
can't
look over
hide
to
if
you,
they're in
Sabrina,
the
and be
command
like,
center.
"It's
Remember,
just- we
there's
just
the map
wait
and like
outside."
we can't. There's like blinking lights that show where everyone is.
Kind of like
So-
Marauder map style.
It's like a radar
It's got one of
system in
those.
here. There's an intercom though, so we can talk to whoever it is.
It's more like the aliens, just dots on the screen, kind of map style.
Yeah. So, but it's great.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry.
Don't worry. My daughter used to say that.
You got a lot of spell slots open still, I hope. Everybody?
I have
see.
all my spell slots available.
I have all
don't- I
two of
use
my
much.
spell slots.
Yeah, I got spell slots. I got all my spell slots.
Do we all have spell slots?
Can I charm any of these
I
things?
actually
Because that's
technically don't have
all my
spell slots. I have
spells.
spell slots.
Probably not. These are all machines.
I can Eldritch Blast. I can Eldritch Blast.
But
For your mom.
good.
I'll Eldritch Blast for my mom.
Okay, you guys head down into the tunnels as this howl continues ahead of you, almost like a strange wind.
Can I do some sort of check to see if I understand what's going on?
How long has it been since we left the forest?
Perception.
2 days, 3 days.
Yeah.
Since you left, since Sully's forest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably 2 days.
Okay, so then the only
Yeah.
so I have all my spell slots
Yeah.
except
For
Death Ward,
Death Ward, which
which I almost
your
perpetually keep up.
the gratuitous spell slot. With our group,
You kind of need that.
I was in a group one time that the guy was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna permanently sack two first level spells for mage armor twice a day. I'm just if I'm awake, I got mage armor. Period. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. That's just the way it is.
That's the way to do it.
Works for me.
That way you don't have to interrupt anything.
Uh-huh.
No, you're just supposed to take a 1-level dip into Life Cleric, and then you just wear plate armor.
Plate
wherever
armor.
you go.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're back into the tunnels underneath the Everlasting Peak, trying to find Linnea. We'll pick up there next time. Thanks everybody for watching. And again, if you would like to play with us, send me an email, dragonskeeptv@gmail.com.
It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, this is going to be great. So awesome. We'll see what lies in store and then what our brave characters decide to do about finally facing off against Manzakorian.
I can't wait. I want to beat this kid
All right.
that I put the helmet on.
He will not even know what hit him.
It's gonna be hilarious.
I love how it's like the one before, it's like it's a champion of honor. Now it's like, it's a kid. Let's make it easy.
Well, I mean, if we can choose, we're kind of dumb. You pick someone confident.